Hello everyone, lord.agion here with another Grey Goo Replay. So on the bottom left side, as Shroud, we have I'm gonna grab your ass with my Purgerarm. Shouldn't it be the Goo faction then? Either way, and spawning as the Goo faction, we have Bluesdrivesmonster. And as you see here, I'm started at the 4-minute mark because both sides are ecoing up, not doing anything too aggressive. We do have two like sneaky extractors over here. That's why he does not have a response team, response force to this. So this extractor will go down. But here's something also to note. Bluesdrivesmonster has not actually scouted over here. So for all he knows, the base is actually here. It's sort of an interesting development. He's going to get a bad impression of where actually his opponent's base is. This extractor is going to run for it. It will probably not make it because there's no units here to clean up here. So this extractor does go down. I think he had a bit of health left. Maybe he sold it off. I can't really say. And now his opponent's going to head straight. Bluesdrivesmonster is going to head straight to this extractor. He does have actually two extractors here, another extractor here. So he does have a decent amount of extractors. He does have two advents up and an amplifier, two amplifiers for maximum production. He is going for a lot of howitzers. Do got a clasher, but I say he needs some more clashers and over mass hallowers. But that's just my opinion. Do got this small protein here to slow down the movement of the extractor from walking away here, and he has lost two extractors. That is a pretty big loss. His opponent is on 5 mother goos. If he is on only 3 harvesting, soon a 4th extractor coming up, so he will have a decent amount of income coming in. Do you see any tech? We do have the Hallower range and AoE increase, but its rate of fire is decreased. So he needs more clashers to provide like a buffer zone from the Hallowers, but these Hallowers will now have a better chance of kiting. The rate of fire is decreased to 6 from 1, so it does significantly fire slower. The damage is the same, but the AoE radius I think is increased by 2, which of course is an area effect, so it's actually like the area is increased by like square footage is by like times by 3, but the radius is increased by 2. But I would say he probably needs more clashers for frontline units just to absorb the damage, while his howlers can shoot and kite. Because now this is purely a kiting unit, not a frontline unit, unless there's a frontline units to protect it. But you get the idea, what I'm trying to say. They're basically this is basically artillery unit now. Its range is 550. The clasher range is 280, so it does have roughly twice the amount of... Actually, it does have twice the amount of range as a clasher. And that was a pretty nice barrage, wiping a decent amount of units there. We do have 9 mother goos are out, so Bluesdrivesmonster is going for a massive eco build. Going to hit this mother goo here. There is a mother goo here, so he's starting to form the famous or infamous goo contain. We do have additional extractors up, so there's what, 5 extractors? 6, 7. So both sides went for a fast, heavy eco early build. We do got the Destructor's Bounce upgrade and the Corrosive Pool for Crescent, so he's going to see a heavy armor based Goo play. Ratings here for Scout for gathering intelligence. As you see here, he does see this large group of Hallowers. Do Hallowers have any penetration? No, it does not. This Mother Goo does get quite a bit of Hallowers there. He should start firing. He was tasking the entire group as a whole when he could just task these two that were getting hit to walk away, while these group could still continuously firing, but their low rate of fire really prevents them doing any sustained damage. Got a bit of a scouting force here, perhaps just to harass these extractors. So just tier 1 play. We do have an advent coming out. We could see smocks. I don't see any of the transports being any useful at this moment. The aversion, like the heavy aircraft, is not very effective versus an engagement against multiple units due to have a long wind-up time. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Perhaps maybe a bunch of mocks just for a burst, but mocks, I don't see them being too effective versus tanks. Or armor, at least, not exactly tanks, because these guys are walking... don't know how to even describe them. Whenever I try describing... my friends don't play Goo. How do I describe this unit? A walker? A bug? Either way, it is armor, and mocks don't really do that great versus armor. Looks like this extractor is coming under fire, and it will be destroyed. Because tanks, destructors are probably the strongest of all the tanks, because, well, they're probably the most expensive of all the tanks. Armor. I should need to call them armor, not tanks. This extractor is not moving, but it cannot walk down a cliff, so it was cornered. This group of howitzers trying to come in, does get a nice barrage off, dealing significant amount of damage to this group, but he needs to kite back. He is splitting up. Do got another barrage coming in, doing significant amount of damage. You've got the echoes firing their artillery shots. Mimics being pulled for combat. Don't see that being too effective. Go2 got a large protein here, probably should fall back. Mimics you don't really see very often for combat. Does have weapon penetration, so that is nice versus the armor. Crescent's being set up in the high ground. We do... wait. Wait, these are Crucible, the tank factory, so that's what the echoes are for, but we're having a dirge. Is that how you call it? That's what it is? Yeah, dirge. That will be interesting if that actually can come out on onto the field. Ooh, a Fugan. Fugue? I think that's how you say it. For some reason I want to say Fugan. I honestly don't know exactly how to pronounce that. Using the crescents for heals for his tanks, very nice. It's nice to see a mixed combat force of echoes, howlers, fugue. May see some tanks, but this dirge will be very interesting. More fugues. It's going for it. Extractors are unstable, now will explode with tremendous amount of damage when destroyed. That's interesting. Mimics now gain stealth detection. That's very nice. Just to prevent the stealth radiance. Damage over time. Wait, fugues do apply damage over time. How much damage over time does it actually apply? It does 60 weapon penetration at 3, so it's effective versus medium armor. Well, when I say medium, well, just armor. Because there's some things do have 6 armor, such as buildings, so it's effective versus standard armored units, I should say. There is this Mother Goo here. It's being spotted by the mocks. The mocks better not engage that, because it would be a pretty big waste. This is a pretty nice, sizable force from the Shroud player. does clean up that. But I really want to see how he uses... Ooh, something I do not like is the stockpile resources. That is quite a bit of a stockpile. He could just go ahead and scout and start placing down mass extractor, giving a lot more economy. There's an extractor going up here. We do got a sizable force coming out here. There's a bastion. I don't see the bastion being too effective versus AoE type attacks. There's a number of tempests here to prevent the mocks. And this force was really cleaned up by all the splash damage. The Bastion won't do much. As much as I love Bastions, Bastions are not going to do much versus all the AoE. But though, something to note, the Crescents did clean up a massive amount of the Howlers, because it only takes 2 Crescents to clean up a group of Howlers. And the third one just helps deal with other things. Perhaps maybe... what's it called? Ooh, the Dirge is almost out. Will he send it to the front line, or will he send it to a resource node to get it, what's it called? To get it leveled up? Leveled up stage. Level? Stage. I think he should immediately send it to a resource node to get it, to make it, get its ranged upgrade. I don't know the exact description, because you don't really see it that often. Do got another wave of Goo armor coming out. There's not really much of force to really, I say, to contend with it. We do have dwellers, stealth dwellers. That can be very... oh, wait, what? What? What the... oh, these are suicide units, that's why. These are suicide units. Holy crap. Does 500 damage. He built a wave of suicide extractors. Oh, that's just straight up unique. Oh, I didn't comprehend that at first, but suicide extractors. I like this guy's playstyle. Not using straight up standard techniques, he's using unorthodox techniques. And he just wiped out that army. Was it cost effective? Probably hell no. Oh, wait. Oh, Dweller. Dweller wiped. Massive explosion. He needs mimics to accompany this force of howlers. So we got that single dweller was more effective than all those extractors, I say, in cost effectiveness. By far. Tether spikes, huh? Interesting. Wait, tether spikes... alright, hey, wait, or maybe he can... oh, maybe that's just slow. Somebody's gonna... and we got more extractors coming in, dealing massive amounts of damage. Though they're not being cost effective whatsoever. I think a group of mocks would be a bit more cost effective. Do got a force of striders over here, and these extractors are not meant for suiciding. These fugues are trying to deal with the damage. They do have a decent amount of health, but they're just way too many striders for them to really deal with anything. Though they are infecting quite a bit. But the, what is it comes out of it again? An exact name? I didn't forget the exact name. But they're not too, they're being focused down quite easily. Oh, this dirge, it's resourcing at, it's at 63%. I wonder how it will play out. There is a proto-purger being built. It's far from completion. So the Dirge Stage 2 should be able to come out before the Proto-Purger, well, Purger. And this is such an interesting strategy. Is it effective? Cost effective? I don't believe so, but he is wiping out a significant amount of units. Let's see, how are the resource nodes holding up? They're all about yellow, so they're starting. This game can only go on for so much longer, but there's just not an outstanding force to help deal with the ground units. He's spending too much on extractors. He needs more of a ground army. This Dirge is at stage 2. He needs to get this farming kills for getting up to stage 3. And now he does realize that this Dirge is coming out. Let's see how it will fare at this point in the game. At 100 damage, does have rate of fire 10. Dealing a massive amount of damage, getting more kills to get up to stage 3. Well, only 3. Doesn't have a huge nuke like other epic units, but it does have... It's a bit cheaper and probably a bit more readily available than the other epic units. But once it gets to stage 3, it's very, very strong. Dirge supported by exploding suicide extractors. This game is unique, strange, and absolutely crazy. We do have a siphon out, but the siphon instantly gets destroyed. Is this suicide extractor been really that effective? I suppose versus the well, the unit composition's been armor by the Goo player, so he doesn't have a lot of bodies to help body block all the things. So it's been very cost effective versus the armor based build of Bluesdrivesmonster. This Dirge has sustained, got 20% of its kills, 10 kills. Which is actually, this armor birth build is decent versus a Dirge, so it doesn't get instantly level up to stage 3. Since he has a smaller but more powerful army. Looks like he's going to throw in all these formless goo into the Purger to get it built quick sooner than later. And in fact, he's not going to build any more units, which prevent the stage 3 Dirge from happening. Stage 3 Dirge will not happen. Does he have enough formless goo to get the Proto-Purger? He does not. Oh, this guy with his extractors. And you know what's nice about this? He's getting a lot of economy from it. This strategy has proven unusually effective. My girlfriend is going nuclear. Oh, he apparently has domestic problems on his side of the game. On his side of life, I guess. Either way, this was a very, very interesting replay. This is Lord.agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.